Hi, girls. Welcome back to the Pink Podcast. And for today's episode, I have a very, very special guest, which is my sister. Now, this isn't where we are right now. I'm going to actually skip to the episode in a little bit. And I just wanted to do a little pre-intro because her and I actually shot this episode back in October when we went on a little family vacay to Daytona Beach. We went with my parents, and it was a really great vacay. We actually had enough time to shoot this really, really great episode. And it's actually an amazing episode because my sister is pregnant. At the time, she was earlier on in her pregnancy. So we spoke about that. And now she's about ready to pop any day now. So I thought, what a better time to actually post this episode before my niece gets here. We actually at first planned for it to be a fun little who knows each other better and asking each other questions type of episode, a little bit more lighthearted. But it eventually turned into us having a really deep talk about pregnancy, motherhood, the healthcare system, and a bunch of other topics that we didn't anticipate that we'd get into. And I'm so happy that I got to shoot that before my niece gets here. And hopefully soon her and I get to do one postpartum, ask her some questions about how that went, motherhood, and just kind of see where she's at after she has a baby, because this was shot, like I said, earlier in her pregnancy. She wasn't even showing. But anyways, I hope that you girls love this episode. We loved it so much, and I'm just gonna skip right to the episode now. This episode is a little extra special. I have my sister.
Yay.
She goes by Direlis, but I call her soulmate. How did we even start the soulmate thing?
I don't know.
I feel like it started from us saying like, oh, we're so like you're my soulmate.
I think it started from when we used to live in Poinciana.
Yeah.
And we would just talk and talk at night all the time. And you understood me so much. And I understood you a lot. And then it was just like, we're so connected. We should be soulmates.
Yeah, I think that's probably how it started. Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, but it's funny because you are the older sister.
I am.
You're
unfortunately
25.
I'm always 25.
And I'm 19. No, I'm kidding. She's 6 years older than me. So somebody in the comments do the math in your own head. She's 6 years older than me. So she's the big sister. But it never felt like a big sister relationship. And unless she would make me like go fetch her water, or she would threaten me with grounding me. Apart from that, she would tell me all her secrets. Like I don't know how old,
like a friend.
We literally were like besties. Like she would tell me all her secrets. I would give her relationship advice as like a kid.
And she's really good at that, by the way.
Thanks. I have an advice segment on here where I have girls write in stuff they want advice on, like anonymous. Really, and then I give them advice.
I think you're very like unbiased. Like you give unbiased opinion. And you try to see things from an outside perspective.
Thanks. I wish I could be like a Dr. Phil for ladies.
Well, you might, in a way.
Yeah, maybe this will become like a pink advice whole.
That would be nice.
One day. Yeah. It'll just be about advice. But anyways, for today, it's not about advice. And I have my sister. We're on vacation, okay? I know you're like, first of all, we haven't even explained this. We're like 10 minutes into this episode. We're on vacation with my parents, okay? My parents, they book places. They're like, you guys could come and hang out for free. So that's how they fetch us in. Okay, with free vacations.
That's how they make sure that we come.
Yeah. They offer free stays and food, and we show up. So we showed up. We're at Daytona Beach right now on a family vacay. You can't see behind us because we started shooting very late. But behind us is the beach. Okay, there was 2 hours ago, there was a beach there.
And a storm.
There's a really big storm. We were going to go on a walk. And shout out to the storm, because if it wasn't for the storm, we would have been walking. We wouldn't be doing the pod.
Correct.
We would have bailed out on the pod. So This is where we're at. We're at the beach. We're not going to do a deep episode, okay? Nobody has time for the deep episode. We've been at the beach. We're tired. We want to do something fun today, okay? We're going to do like a GQ quiz styled, like a quiz between us, a little sister quiz. We're going to see kind of who's better at what, who's this and that. And then we're going to do one to see who knows each other better.
Oh, that's a hard one.
And we'll see who really knows each other more. The questions are hard. I don't even know if these questions, I know the answers to.
I haven't seen the questions yet.
One of the questions like, what's your biggest fear? And I don't think I've ever asked you that.
I don't think I
we talk about like boyfriends, though. We don't really talk about
we don't really talk about anything
fears,
else.
But I guess we'll have to give it our best shot. Okay, well, let's start off with the first one, which is the who's this, who's that. Okay, I'm gonna pull out my phone. We're gonna read these questions to each other.
All right, let's see.
Well, I guess this one I could just do with my phone. I could be the host.
Let's do that. Yes.
It would be cuter if I had it printed, but sorry,
That's
girls.
all right.
We're at the beach.
We're on vacation.
Okay, we're on vacation. Give us a break.
Yes.
All right, let's start off. Number one, who's the better cook?
I am.
You are?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I didn't want to get into an argument on first question.
On the very first question.
Yeah. That's a little much.
Well, it's an unfair question too, because I'm the oldest. So I feel like I have been cooking for longer time than you have.
Okay.
So that's also unfair. It's also unfair because you brought fried rice, which everybody loved
so much,
and everybody has been bragging about her fried rice.
The topic of the vacay has been the stupid cold fried rice for no reason.
So then now it's like, well,
what did you bring, bitch? You know,
pastelitos.
Yeah, she brought Cuban pastries, which honestly kind of beats everybody's anything. But she didn't make them, so.
Well, who said I didn't make them?
We know you didn't make them. They come saran wrapped.
They don't know. Who said?
Okay, here's my vote. Why I'm the better cook.
All right, why?
I'm the better cook because I'm also knowing now how to bake. So I have baking as a skill. Regular
baking
cooking
is part of cooking.
Do you know how to bake?
Of course.
From scratch, like not out of the box. Mixing the sugar, the flour, the eggs.
Okay, not from scratch.
Okay.
I'll give that away. No, not from scratch.
Okay.
You're a healthier cook.
I'm a healthier cook.
You are a healthier cook.
I have baking under my belt.
She's really fighting for this one.
I cook 3 meals a day. I cook breakfast and lunch and dinner every day. You know what? But okay, hold on. We have to leave this debate fast because we can't sit here and we were playing Chameleon.
Discuss every single one.
We were playing Chameleon, which is like an argument in a game. So I think we brought the little spice to this game.
Yeah, we brought that to the conversation.
We gotta let that go.
Yeah.
But I've also haven't had your food ever, really.
Exactly.
So I have no way to know if you're the better cook.
Correct. You know, I think I might be the better at inventing shit. Okay. Can I say bad words here?
Yeah. We don't have any sponsors yet. One day we'll have to bleep them out for now. So, go crazy.
Yeah. So I like to invent shit. So I think I'm better at creating things. If I have to go and do somebody else's recipe, it doesn't really come out as good.
You see, I'm a recipe girl. I don't know how to come up with my own. I don't know what things go together. I can follow recipes so good.
But I was like that in the beginning. But once you have more experience, you kind of like, no, I don't like that. I'm going to add this other thing instead.
Okay. So I guess just for age, we'll give it to you for now. But I've never had her food. So this is off of the strength and just, I guess, like trusting you.
I got one down.
All right. You got one. You got one. Number 2. What's number 2? Who's more likely to win a game of trivia? You know what trivia is?
Yeah. Oh, Wendy.
You think?
Yeah. First of all, you're good at arguing, even though trivia doesn't have anything to do with arguing.
That's what I was going to say. Isn't trivia like random stuff?
It is random stuff, but I feel like you might be a little bit more, what do you call that? Like, a little bit more
savvy of a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm more into like medicine and I'm more focused on the things that I like to read about or the things that I see what you're saying. And trivia is just anything and everything.
I guess I am more of like a random learner and you are more of like a focused learner.
So I think that one.
She's like a schoolgirl. She went to school for a while. I'm more of like the YouTube learner. You know what I'm saying? YouTube University.
She's the wild one.
She's the real university. All right. So 1 and 1. Let's see. Number 3. Who's more organized? That's me.
In what aspect?
That's 100%. In whatever aspect you're going to put, it's me. Unless you put studying, which nobody's talking about. So regular life, me. 100%.
Maybe.
We have mom in the back. I feel like maybe sometimes we could bring her in as a tiebreaker. I think I'm the better organizer.
I think, when I think of organizing, I think of how everything has to be put in the correct space. However, when I think of you, not necessarily the right places, but you do have to have everything like, okay, we're doing this and we're doing this, like organizing like the day to day or organizing what you're doing or your thoughts or. Yeah. I don't know.
I would say I'm the better organizer because I do plan out, like what you said, everything.
Yeah.
Like before I even moved in,
Pretty
we had
much.
made a schedule for who's cleaning what days, how many times, how often. Like
Yeah.
I'm planning out every breath I take.
Exactly. So that's I don't know. It's like two versions.
What do
of
you
organizing.
organize?
Like I'm thinking of like my home. Like I can't have like if the plates go in one place, there's no way you're moving them out of there.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm like OCD in that aspect of organizing.
Are your drawers like OCD?
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that one's like a tie. It's a draw. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we have a draw.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. Who has the better sense of style?
Oh, you do?
Yeah. My mom literally gave her outfit for this episode.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about it, but it's just like not your personality.
No,
it's not like she cares, and then it's like who's better at it. It's not even a fair question because she doesn't care about that stuff.
I do not care at all. No. I do not care about what I'm wearing. I don't care what I look like.
Yeah, so much that me and my mom were like, wait, let us like buy you your new clothes. Let's do a wardrobe like restyling for you.
Yeah, no.
She doesn't care about it. So for just out of like, that's like somebody breaking their leg in the middle of a fight. Like just because you don't even participate, it's me. But
I like when, like an example, if you're wearing something cute, like that dress is super cute. And you could give it to me, I'll be like, oh yeah, I love it. You know, it looks wonderful. Yeah. But for me to go to the store, look at a bunch of dresses to find that one. Yeah, no.
That's funny because most girls like shopping. Most girls like going to the mall, trying everything on.
I'd rather go fishing.
Okay.
Go in the boat. I don't know.
Yeah, you're more hiking. Like an outdoorsy girl.
Outdoor, yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of like a girly girl, yeah. You're more like adventurous. You're more adventurous. I need more adventurous stuff in my life. Yeah. Maybe we need to swap for a day.
We should swap.
You need to take me for an adventure.
God.
That would be so cute.
Like the movie where people swap. That would be super cool.
That would be cute. A day in your life and a day in my life.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Oh, that would be so cute. We can make a video out of it.
That would be interesting.
How cutesy. Even if we don't, we should still like do it just because I actually need some outdoor time and you need some shopping time.
I really do.
You do. Okay. Who's more likely to cry during a movie? I feel like I cry a lot, but you're also like a good crier.
I'm a big crier too.
Yeah. I don't know. She's a Scorpio and I'm a Scorpio moon. So I know you're not into astrology really as much, but the astrology girlies. Yeah. The girls watching this, you know what I'm saying. She's a Scorpio and I'm a Scorpio moon. So I'm also emotional in that sense. I don't know. Maybe we're both just crybabies. Who cares? All right. Who's the first to say sorry after a fight? Ooh.
Probably me.
You think?
You don't think so?
I don't know. I never say sorry, so probably you.
Yeah. I feel like I say sorry for way too often, way too fast.
Really?
Like, I'm walking, I hit someone in the shoulder by mistake. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Like, even if it wasn't my fault, like, it's a word I use way too often.
Okay.
Like, I hope and I wish I can start, like, scaling it back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, hello, it was your fault. Why? You be sorry.
Right. Yeah. You tell them. Yeah. Okay, maybe, you need to work on that. Less sorries.
Yeah.
Less sorries for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No more sorries for me.
No more sorries for Diarless.
Yeah, you got it.
Who's a better dancer?
You think so?
What? I have no rhythm.
I don't think it's that you have no rhythm. I think you're just shy or you just don't like it as much as I enjoy it.
Yeah, you're definitely the way better dancer by a long shot.
I don't know about that, but I really like to dance. Even if I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I'm out there.
Yeah, that makes you a better dancer.
Sure.
Just for the fact, like if we're at a baby shower or something where people are like, I don't know, any family event where people are just naturally dancing, I'm going to sit and I'm going to just watch because I'm scared of looking dumb. And she's going to be standing, dancing. And me and my mom are sitting. Her and my dad are standing and dancing.
Yes.
And my dad sucks, but he's also like her in that sense where he's just more
we don't care what we look like. Yeah, we just want to enjoy and have fun and just...
Yeah, I get too embarrassed. I feel like, oh no.
A little...
No. When I was little, I used to, but then I think I realized I'm not that good at that. And then I was like, let's not do that anymore.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well. She's the better dancer. That's the point. Who takes longer to get ready in the morning?
You?
Yeah, me. I get ready for everything we do. Yes. Let's go to the beach. Hold on. Let me put on a brow. Yeah. By a long shot. She's quick and easy. She calls herself a camper.
Yeah.
She just said that the other day.
Yeah. Well, it goes back to the fact that, you like to be girly and you have your routines and you have your things that you do. For me, it's kind of like, no, I'm wasting time. Let's go. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Except for breakfast time. That's very important.
Breakfast. What do you like about breakfast that it slows you down? That you're hungry.
I am very hungry, especially now that I'm pregnant.
Oh, we're telling she's pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
If you made it this far into the episode, you deserve to know that she's pregnant.
Yes. Yeah. So the first thing I do when I wake up and I open an eye, I'm hungry. So
sometimes it opens an eye for her to tell her you're hungry.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Sometimes in the middle of the night when I have to use the restroom, it's like, I'm hungry. I'm like, no, it's not breakfast time yet. You go back to sleep again.
She's our little cookie.
Well, we don't know if it's a cookie or a cookito or whatever.
We don't know its gender, but we are all assuming it's a girl, and she wants a girl. So
interesting enough, I have a pink and you have a blue.
Oh my God, this is like a gender reveal party.
Yeah, this is so cool.
You know what? Put in the comments.
What do you think it is?
Team boy, team girl. What do you think it is? Look, you're wearing the pink because it's supposed to be a girl. It makes so much sense.
Well, I don't want my future child to see this and be like, Mom, you wanted a girl.
Grow up, please.
Yes.
Grow up.
Shut up. Grow up.
If it's a boy and he's pissed, I'm going to be like, you have other things to worry about, mister.
Correct.
Go fight a war.
Correct.
Shut up. All right. Next. Who's more adventurous when it comes to trying new foods?
That's a hard one.
I guess you. I mean, you eat fish. That's already a category that I'm more shy in. Like, I like sushi and certain things, but... Like, just the topic of, if somebody's like, we're going to go eat seafood, I'm like, I'm staying home.
Really?
I've never went to a seafood place, ever.
But don't think of it that way. Think of it, because I also feel that I'm not very adventurous to going to eat new things. Like, I'll go to a restaurant and I will order the same things over and over and over again.
Me too, yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I would not pick myself up for
Are there any foods that you don't eat?
Any foods that I don't
You're like, I don't really want to try this. Like, any big no-nos that come to mind. Because I feel like my big no-no is fish. Like, now that I don't like it, I'm just scared of it.
Even if I have like a kind of a no-no, I still try it. Like, and I'll give you an example. Octopus.
Oh, you see, you already won.
I tried it.
I can't try it.
And it's not a no-no. It's just, It's like, I'll get a bite. My husband loves it. So I'll get a bite and I'll be like, you can eat it.
No,
I'll still get a bite though.
Oh, especially if I know it's squishy.
Oh, it is squishy.
Exactly. I can't do like anything squishy. That's why I don't like shrimp, because it has that squish.
You think shrimp is squishy?
I think when the one time I had it, it was squishy, and I said never again. I don't need it. It's squishy. Gotcha. Anything squishy is like out of here for me. So you're more adventurous.
So I am more adventurous on trying.
Yeah, I won't try it.
Yeah,
I just will say no, thank you.
No, I have to try because I don't want to miss out on something delicious.
I could just tell that it's not my vibe. It's like, why try it? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get it.
Yeah, no thanks.
Okay.
Guys, we turn off the cameras for 1 second. There was a rule, and there was a rule implemented. It was, if mom speaks, she gets kicked out of the viewership where she's sitting and watching. As soon as we turn on the camera, she's like, you guys should talk about this. You guys should talk.
She does not have a terrible accent.
She's the Cuban Sofia Vergara.
Yes, a little bit. But I think it's hilarious, the accent that you make pretending to be her.
You don't think that's an accurate accent?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's just like,
but it's hilarious though. I see you trying to make her accent.
She's just like, the thing is, like, she knows how to talk with less of an accent, but
I think she gets nervous too.
No, I think she just doesn't need to not talk in an accent anymore because she's not talking to people that are gonna judge her. So she can just speak freely with her accent and have fun. Like,
why are we talking about her accent?
Oh my God. Bye, Mom. Let's go back. Let's do 2 more questions of this thing. Who's more likely to take charge in a group situation?
You are.
You think so?
Of course, 100%.
You don't think you're a little bossy too, though?
I am a little bossy.
But you're saying I'm more bossy.
When we're together, I kind of just, I know you take charge. I know, like, you know your things. And so I just kind of like sit back and let you like.
That's so funny.
Yeah, because you're good at it. Well, I told you before, I always thought that you'll be a great lawyer. Mm-hmm. So that's part of having that bossy vibe. Bossy
vibes,
so I just kind of sit back and be like, okay.
Yeah, I am very bossy.
Yeah.
Something I need to be a little less of. A little less bossy.
I like it feisty.
I like it a little more, but... Okay. Who's more competitive?
Oh, that's a good one.
I think you're more competitive.
I don't know. You think so?
Yeah. Because I'm more in it
I want to
for
say
the
me,
fun.
but at the same time, yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
I don't like to lose.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care about... You get me? Like, I'm in it like... I don't know. I think it's more fun to just do it and try, but like I'm never really like actually sad or like not sad, but you get me? Like I don't really care to. You're more like I want to be the best at this, like whatever it is. Like you want to be the best.
Yeah, like now that we're that we're talking about it, I'm thinking back, when we were young and we would always play Monopoly with the parents.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah, and then oh my God, I really wanted to win every single time.
Yeah.
Like I hated losing so much.
I think you.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I think you. Even though, like, no, for sure. All right. One more?
Last one.
Dun,
dun, dun.
Let's see. Who's more likely to stay calm in a stressful situation?
Well, it depends what the stressful situation is. Like,
I would say you.
Well, it depends. I think if it's maybe into an argument type of stressful situation, you might be the more calm. I tend to be very sentimental. And then I let my feelings get like the best of me. But then if I'm thinking of a situation where there's a harm or there's an actual problem, again, because medicine is my thing, then I feel like I have been on stressful situations before where I block everybody else and I do what needs to get done.
Okay, what was that scenario? Don't leave us hanging. Don't give us blue balls.
Well,
all right.
I wouldn't say that.
It better be you were in a plane and somebody said, "Is there a doctor?"
Well, I have been in multiple situations actually. One was with my dog. The other one was with I don't know how old he was. He was maybe a 9-year-old boy that was choking.
Really?
Yeah.
What, like at a restaurant or what?
No, not at a restaurant. Bowling alley.
He was choking?
Yeah,
and you did the, what is it called? The Oppenheimer?
Heimlich maneuver. What? The Heimlich maneuver. Well, I hope I'm pronouncing
that.
Yeah, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Please don't judge me.
We are immigrants. Give us a pass.
Don't judge me. I believe that's how you pronounce it. The Heimlich maneuver.
Why would they make it? They make it not sayable for people who are choking.
Yeah, there's not fun.
I need a like no, what the freak?
The scary part was that first you hear a bunch of people screaming, but you think it's because of their game.
Oh, and
think
then
about
it's
it's a bowling alley because people are winning. People get super excited. Yes, whatever. So you think it's because of the game, and then the screaming continues, and then you're like, "Wait, what's going on?" And then you realize that there is an actual issue.
So you saved them?
No, I helped save them.
Okay.
By the time I got to by the time I got to the boy, there was another paramedic that was already there helping him. So I was just helping the paramedic help the boy.
All right.
But it was a hard Jolly Rancher candy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Those are good. I would choke on one of those too.
Yeah.
Wait, he was 8, 9. He's grown enough.
It probably, I'm guessing he was like sucking on it and he just got stuck.
I think that's just like a regular like thing that could happen. If he was like 5, that's a danger. But 9, it's like that's just like a bad luck.
He should know better. Yeah, bad luck.
Yeah.
And then the same thing with my dog.
Oh wait, what happened to your dog?
Similar, not the same, but similar. It was December 31st, right? So New Year's, everybody's having fun, whatever. We have the grapes situation, right? Remember you get like 10 grapes or whatever. I don't really know what happened, but my guess, because I don't like people giving my dog human food, my guess is that somebody wanted to give her something and they gave her a grape, and my dog is so smart that she didn't bite the grape. She swallowed it and it got stuck and she was foaming out of her mouth.
No,
yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I didn't know this.
I don't know. It just happened one time.
What the heck?
Yeah.
And what, did you fish it out of her mouth?
Randy did actually, but everybody was freaking out.
So none of these scenarios were you,
but I kept calm. No, but I kept calm.
Oh, okay.
And I was looking to see what was going on. I was palpating the throat to see where the thing was.
You were doing nothing.
And then Randy just poked his finger down her throat, all the way down to carajola and all the way down to her stomach. And she was fine.
A hero. A real American hero. And you were just a fucking bystander with a degree.
Well, what could I say? I was analyzing. Calm. Yeah, I was calm, analyzing the situation.
Okay, so I give it to you. I think when things start to happen bad, like if I'm like burning the mashed potatoes or something, I'm gonna just I get like dad where I start hitting it.
Yeah, no.
Instead of like fixing it, I just start hitting whatever is going wrong.
Gotcha. Yeah,
so I'm gonna give it to you. Okay, we're done with that one.
All right, perfect.
Should we talk about the fact that you're preggers, or should we do the other quiz?
We can talk about that.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
Yeah, because at first I didn't know if we were gonna say that you were big old preggers.
I don't mind. Everybody already knows. So.
Oh yeah, you just told the
I
internet.
told everybody.
Yeah, one day more people are gonna see it.
Of course.
And they're like, oh,
maybe we can bring the baby to the
cookie.
The cookie.
Yeah, we can interview her or him. How was it like being inside of mommy's vagina?
I wouldn't ask that.
Yeah, I would ask that.
Poor guy.
Okay, so you are age that we shall not. 6 years older than
25.
me.
25. Yeah. Every year I turn 25, guys.
She's been 25 for a couple years.
Yes.
She's older than me, and she just got pregnant. This is her first, like, what's it called? Like,
pregnancy?
Yeah, baby? Your first pregnancy. Yeah. Because you have stepkids, but this is your first time baking your own baby inside of you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we were talking about this before she got pregnant. We were saying like, oh, when do you want to get pregnant? When do I want to get pregnant? Like, should we get pregnant together?
Yeah, we were supposed to get pregnant together.
We were supposed to send each other a text when it was going to be.
When we were going to do it.
Yeah, which is nasty because,
well,
hey, make sure that
we're sisters. So
yeah, we are sisters.
Yeah. So she was more... You were more into having a baby a little bit sooner than I was.
Right.
I was getting into the idea.
Yeah.
But because I'm the oldest, I always felt like, no, like I want to be young forever. So,
right.
So having the idea of having a baby was making me feel older.
Yeah.
Like I am. But we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
But then we had the conversation, and I mean, I have had the conversation with my husband multiple times, and I was giving in slowly as years passed by.
Yeah,
I was giving in slowly, and then when we had the conversation, I was like, yeah, like I think I'm ready. Like, at some point soon, you know, I'll be ready, and. You know,
and she was pregnant.
A couple of weeks after I find out during that conversation, I was actually pregnant.
Like,
and did not know it yet.
We were talking about stretch marks. We were talking about if we would do a home birth, how we were going to tell our parents. Like, we were planning the whole thing. How would we feel
if we both had it at the same time? Like, if we were both pregnant at the same time.
Right, because, you know, some people are sensitive. Like, they want their own moment to, like, be pregnant.
We don't care.
And we were like, no, let's do it together. Yeah. She thought I would want my own time.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't want to do it together. Like right now, it's like, damn, we're supposed to be twinning.
I know. Now it's like, girl, you're behind. Let's go.
I know. I need to catch up.
Yes.
I know. How is it like being pregnant? Okay, obviously, we talked about this off camera. Yes. Apart from the symptoms and all that stuff. Obviously, everybody has symptoms. And blah, blah, blah. You're in your first trimester, so you're dizzy, nauseous, losing your mind, hungry, whatever.
Everything.
But
everything
how does it feel to be like a woman and knowing that you're making a baby? And then like now you're not just like a girl or like a person. Now you're a person that makes people.
To be honest, it didn't, like I knew I was pregnant. I have done multiple tests. I did a blood test. They did a small ultrasound where it's the very first ultrasound that you see. I mean, I'm a professional, so I know what I'm looking at an ultrasound, but still, you don't see the full baby yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I knew I was pregnant, but I don't think it had fully sunken in, or however you pronounce it.
Sunken, yeah.
Sunk.
I don't know.
Sunken in. Okay.
Sunk, who knows?
I hadn't realized it. It hasn't hit me yet until I did a second ultrasound, and you could see the entire baby. You could see both legs, both arms. You could see the brain. I looked at the heart, the valves.
You can see the brain?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't fully formed yet, but you can see part of the brain. You can see the 4 valves inside the heart.
How do you see it? What type of ultrasound is that?
It was a very detailed ultrasound.
Where do you get this type of ultrasound?
In my doctor's office.
But I'm saying, like, what is this ultrasound called? Like, is it the regular ultrasound or?
No, I don't think it was the regular ultrasound.
How do you see the valves, like valves?
Now you're asking very detailed questions.
I didn't even know you could see that in an ultrasound.
Yeah, she showed it to me. I don't know if she showed it to me because she knows I know what I was looking at, but she showed it to me.
I didn't know this was on the
market.
market.
You can see them flipping.
No.
It was super cool. I saw like the bones in the back, like your spine. It was super cool.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know they did that. I know they do the 3D. Are you gonna do a 3D?
I don't know.
Really?
That's a little creepy.
Is it?
I don't know.
It's cute. It's just your baby. You saw its spine and its valves, whatever the freak veins, everything. You saw its brain. You just told me you saw its brain.
Yes.
You tell me it's creepy to see a 3D picture of your baby?
I don't know. I might as well just see the baby when it comes out.
I guess. But it's cute.
Anyway, in that ultrasound, I started crying. And I think that's when it really, really hit me. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, that's my baby.
Oh, I didn't you're crying.
Yeah. I know. Stop it. You're going to make me cry.
Okay, back to serious business. Yes, back to serious business. Okay. Your boobs are huge.
Oh my God. It looks like I got a boob job.
Yeah, you guys can't tell. But her obviously. Tits are huge.
Yes. It's like
Show them.
double the size, like triple the size of my normal size.
Yeah.
And I'm only I just finished my first trimester.
Yeah. Well, it's not fair to ask you right now. I was going to ask you if you think you would want to get pregnant again, but you're in the middle of like the heat. Yeah, no, you're in the heat of the moment. Yeah, you're not in the cute, like heavenly phase.
If you ask me now, I'll say no.
Right.
Because
you're nauseous, hungry.
I'm still going through a lot of symptoms that I'm not very happy about.
Yeah.
So I can only hope he is better when they come out.
If they're anything like you, if they're anything like me.
Yep.
Oh, you're due to have a Pisces. This is important information for the zodiac girls.
Water sign.
A water sign baby. Yeah. Her and her man are both water signs. So this is an emotional family right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is something that nobody tells you about being pregnant that you wish you knew about being pregnant before you got pregnant? Or are you not there yet? It's okay if you're not there yet.
Well, I think that even though you know the symptoms or you hear other women talking about, oh, I feel nauseous or I feel dizziness or I feel, I don't know, tired all the time. You don't really process or you don't really think about any of that until you're there. Like, I don't think I have ever processed any of that until now. And now it's like, shit, like my back hurts. I'm so constipated all the fucking time. I'm so bloated.
Yeah.
And I can sit here and talk about 20 million other symptoms that I have, but it's like, how is this possible? Like, I barely even have a belly yet, and there's so much going on in your body.
Much going on.
Yeah, there's so many changes. And now, like an example, I love how these apps nowadays, they tell you, they keep track. Even if you're not, like, if you don't know nothing about medicine or whatever, they tell you what to expect. So now you pass first trimester and they're like, oh, your hormones are changing now. Now you might become more hormonally horny.
Oh and my God. They really tell you this?
They even tell you these things. And then I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Very detailed information.
Yeah.
They'll tell you tomorrow, based on your due date, they'll be like, tomorrow you're supposed to have a headache. And you could have, you could have a headache and you can be nauseous. And then I try not to read those things because you might, without even thinking about it.
Placebo affected on your, like,
yeah, you might read it and be like, oh my God, tomorrow I'm going to have a headache. And then you wake up and you're like, shit, I have a headache.
Yeah.
So I try to stay away from all of that. But I find it very, very interesting how it's like, oh, this week, your hormones are worse now. And my husband is like, yay.
Right. Can't wait for this week.
Yeah, no. But I do love how whenever I turn another week, like in the morning, I open the phone and he's the one that reminds me. He's like, okay, let's look at Peanut. I call it a Peanut. So he's like, okay, let's look at how Peanut is doing. And then we look at it together and we see, the size that is supposed to have and how big is it. And there's another thing. I feel like once you pass the first trimester and you actually get to feel the baby for the first time, it's another milestone that makes you realize, shit, I'm pregnant. I'm creating a human being inside.
Yeah.
And damn, like I'm having a baby.
Yeah.
Like are very small little things that just make it very real.
Yeah, I bet, because it's kind of, it's like what you're saying, like, it's in there, it's happening, like you're having symptoms, but like it's not like you could see it, like go back in there, like you just have to imagine that there's gonna be a full human that's half of you and then half of your husband, which is crazy. It's like half and half.
I know.
You're half and half of your mom and your dad, like you're half and half of a human of two other people. And
especially when you don't have a belly yet, because once you start having a belly, once you feel kicking, like you get it.
Yeah.
But once you're not there yet, it's a big change from from I get it, I'm pregnant, to it's real, I am pregnant.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's how guys feel. Think about it. They don't have it inside. They don't.
They don't have anything.
They don't go through symptoms. So they're kind of just like, okay, yeah, you're pregnant. And then when the baby comes out, it's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that is even more scary. It's true, because like they really don't even have any of the symptoms to like. It is like a surprise. 9 months later. Yeah. It is crazy how little work they have to technically do. I get it, like a present father goes to work. But I'm just saying, in the biology aspect of...
But they have to go through our shit while we're pregnant.
But I'm saying, no. I get... That's like social, like roles. But I'm saying, biologically speaking, they only have to pump it in you once.
Yes.
And then they could like disappear and you never see them again.
I mean, that's what happens sometimes.
It happens sometimes. And then you have a whole kid. You have to grow it. You have to push it. It feeds out of your boob. It's not like it comes out of you, but then they feed on on like the dad's nipple. Like they have a one-time participation. Yeah. And then it's forever you.
Yeah.
Then obviously, okay, socially speaking, we get it. Yeah. Dads are present. We need dads. I'm not, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
We need dads. But I'm saying, biologically speaking, they only really technically need to be there for 30 seconds.
And technically, not even.
Right.
They could put it in a little cup. Think about it.
Right.
Yeah, they could put it in a cup. You freeze it. Well, not necessarily, but...
right.
And then they implant it inside of the female.
It could be that fast.
Yeah. They don't even have to be present.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't understand why they got chosen to like... It's not even like half and half of the work.
I don't know.
It's like all of the work. They're growing it. Then you have to feed it. Are you going to breastfeed? Do you think you're going to breastfeed?
I really hope so. I'm big on natural things, so I really hope I can have a natural birth. I would love to breastfeed. It's so important for the child to get breastfeeding. And what else? I don't know what else after breastfeeding.
What else is after breastfeeding? What else is natural? What are you going to do with your placenta? Are you going to eat it? Are you going to boil it?
I actually, there's this company.
You send it out and they make you food with it.
Yeah, there's a company. Well, I don't know about food, but they create like pills. Like they dry it out something like that. I am looking into a company. It's not really a company. It's a lady that I worked with before, and she does it.
Oh, she does it herself?
Yeah, she does it. You give her the placenta, or she goes into the hospital, she picks it up. She will dry it out or something like that. Don't call me on any of this. I don't know exactly her process. And then she blends it in, and then she puts it inside the capsules.
She does it herself. I know there's big companies that do this.
No, she's not big. It's her.
So you trust this one lady to do that?
Yeah, I worked with her.
So
that's what she does. Oh, she say, what do you call it when she is the one helping you bring the baby into the world?
A doula?
She's a doula.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she just does that.
A doula and a part-time placenta, a dehydrator, a placenta dehydrator?
Yeah, something like that. So I was thinking of contacting her and be like, hey,
I have a placenta for you.
Remember me?
Oh my God.
Are you still doing the placenta thing? Could you do mine?
Right. Okay, so you want to do that. That's good. Yeah. I don't know how I would do mine. I think I might just like do it like raw dog it and like, I don't know, put it in a blender.
You know what's interesting? That placenta...
boil it and eat it, you know? I don't fucking know.
That's disgusting.
That's what like animals do. I watched my cat give birth and she was pushing one out and she'd take a little snack break, eat her placenta, go back and forth. Taking a little snack break in between.
Have you seen what a placenta looks like?
Not a human. I seen a cat placenta. Well, actually, no, I'm kidding. I watched my sister-in-law give birth full live. I had front row seats, 3D glasses.
But she gives birth.
And then she give another birth. I actually don't think I was paying attention during the placenta because
most people don't.
You're like, oh, the baby.
Yeah, the baby's more important.
Not your chopped liver, bitch.
Right. The baby's more important. So I have looked, waited and touch and felt a placenta. And what I think is most people don't realize how heavy it is. It's an actual full-on organ. It's so fucking heavy. It can weight. Don't call me, please. I believe that placenta that I weighed, it was like close to 5 pounds.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a huge baby. Yeah.
Jesus.
And she had a huge placenta. People can have smaller ones.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
But it's a huge organ.
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'd be down to like raw dog it. Maybe. Really? Because I'd be scared that, like, for example, you lose a lot of like the vitamins or minerals of like a lot of the stuff when you cook it. Like even garlic, like most of its benefits, bell peppers, whatever, onions, you're losing it when you cook it because obviously heat kills. So I feel like dehydrating it seems like another version of, don't quote me, I have no idea. Have I looked this up? No, these are just thoughts. But
but how will you stomach it though? If you want it, if you wouldn't cook it,
like a
just you think you're gonna be able to just bite it off? And
no, I think maybe like a little, I don't know, like a little smoothie, a little go-go squeeze.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm
acting... You want to eat my placenta?
No. Maybe I'm acting all tough now, and then I'll see it and I'll throw up and I'll say, get this shit out of my face. I wouldn't know. I don't know.
I didn't get to smell the placenta, so I wouldn't know or taste.
Maybe I'll add a little cinnamon or something. I don't think I'm going to just raw dog it, but I'm saying like a version of...
It might work. I don't know. Maybe one of the viewers will know.
Yeah, drop down below your placenta recipes.
Yeah, okay? Let us know. Maybe you have tried placenta it before.
Beef stew.
Yeah. Maybe it's kind of like a liver. Livers I have heard they're disgusting to eat.
Oh my God.
So maybe somebody has given it a try, or maybe they're like, hey, it doesn't taste like anything.
For somebody that doesn't like something squishy, she's making a lot of bold statements about eating a placenta. Somebody that doesn't want to try octopus or shrimp, she thinks she's gonna eat her own placenta.
Yeah, that's what you think.
This is my bold assumptions about myself right now. I think I might, but I don't know. It might all change when I see that shit in front of me. But I did watch a live birth. You actually were like a midwife participating, what's it called? Volunteer lady in the back.
It was during my rotations. It was one of my rotations.
Okay.
So I was during rotations, they either have to send you to a hospital or you go to a midwife facility, and I chose the midwife facility. I like the natural side. So it was interesting. I didn't realize that if it's natural and it's a midwife, babies can be in labor for 12 hours, 18 hours, 24 hours. And you're there the entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know why it never crossed my mind.
You're there.
Yeah, I was there forever. I went in at 8 in the morning. One of the ladies went into labor. And this was, I think I assisted 2 or 3 deliveries, something like that. But one of them, an example, I went in at 8 in the morning. She came in at like 10, and, she started at 10, but you start preparing everything. She was having contractions far apart. So it was 8 at night. I still hadn't eaten anything because you don't want to leave her sight. You have to, as she's going through this time, you have to do many things for her and the baby. You have to, so there are times that you have to monitor her blood pressure, her heart rate, the baby's palpitations, the baby's heart rate, everything. So
a checkup all the time.
Yeah, and you have to keep doing it however often, depending how far apart the contractions are. And she's going through pain. You're massaging her back. You're doing many things. You're always doing something. You're not just sitting in a chair. And anyway, it was 8, 10, 11, midnight, the following day, 8 in the morning, and she still hadn't given birth. And I was just so hungry because I hadn't left her sight. So her
should
side.
Asked her for a piece of that placenta.
Dude, I was so hungry.
Yeah.
Well, she hadn't delivered yet, so there was no placenta.
I know.
So I was so hungry. And I think around like 10 in the morning or so, she was there. She was close to being there. Her contractions were a minute or 2 apart. But I was so out of it. I didn't have any more water. And then one of the midwives, she's like, you know what? You have stayed long enough. You can go ahead and go home. And something inside of I was just like, no, I can't. She's going through it. and going through the pain, then I can stay as well.
Okay.
So I stayed, and like 30 minutes later, she gave birth.
Wow. You would have missed it over a lunch.
Yeah, I know.
And you thugged it out.
And as soon as that baby came out and we did a couple exams or whatever, I was like, okay, peace. I need to go and eat.
I'm gonna go get lunch.
I need to go and eat.
You guys didn't have Uber Eats or nothing? Like, what the heck is this place?
Well, because the midwives are very professional.
Okay, I get it.
So their main focus is baby and mom. That's it.
Okay.
Nobody gets to
I respect
eat.
that. I wouldn't want a bitch taking a break during.
Correct.
She better
you can drink
sit
water,
down.
But your focus has to be
Imagine you couldn't drink water. Be thirsty. I'm pushing. That would be crazy.
Well, mom drink water. Because natural birth, I don't know if people know this, but natural birth, you can eat. Actually, they encourage you to eat.
I didn't know you couldn't eat during.
Oh, well, when you're in the hospital, you can't eat.
Who do they think they are? I'm hungry.
Because they put the
IV.
The IV, and in case there's an emergency and they have to do a C-section, then you can't have any food.
I respect that. That makes sense.
It makes sense, but it makes me annoyed because if everything looks good, if mom is healthy, if baby's healthy, if there's nothing against having a natural birth at a hospital, then you should be able to eat if you want to eat.
Well, so they don't let you. It's like a let thing.
Right. I mean, if you sneak food in, which is what I plan on doing.
Yeah.
Because if everything, like I said, if everything is healthy and everything goes well, then I plan on eating and not getting an IV on my arm unless it's fully necessary, medically necessary.
Okay. So you basically want to have a natural birth in a hospital.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. But it's also different for me because I know exactly, I feel like people don't know how to fight. Or not fight for the rights, but how to talk to a doctor on a way that it's like, hey, unless it's medically necessary, I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah, and they don't even know what's happening. So you don't even have the confidence to tell the expert in the room to F off.
Correct.
When you don't know what you're talking about. You're there to like trust these people, but you know what you're like, you know about it. You're a medical expert yourself. You know what's in your best interest. And you know that a lot of this stuff is routine and that it's not in your best interest and that a lot of it is just like monetary or like routine based.
Or just based on what the provider prefers, which I understand. I'm a provider, so I understand. But
you have your own
correct. But I have my own preferences, correct. So normally what I try to do, and this is aside from being pregnant and everything, but I try to implement that on like my office, like with the patients that I see, I always sit down with them and I tell them, okay, we can do this or we can do this. What do you prefer? Are you more for natural way of healthy healing, or do you want more of just medicine? And then you get all kinds of patients. You get patients that love regular medicine, and then you have patients that only want natural, and then you have patients in the middle that really leave it up to me.
Yeah.
But I wish doctors did that more often, where they actually heard the patient and did what was best for the patient, rather than it's better if we do a C-section because it will be faster. No, I don't care about being faster, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I have a lot of strong feelings about the medical field. I think we can make that its own episode because 100%. You have a lot of insights. I have a lot of opinions. So I think that'll be a good episode. And I think right now it would be like a lot to sit here and digest like the entire medical.
Yeah, no, it's too hot.
Yeah. But that is a good episode first because I literally, that's all like, it's a big portion of what I obsess over is like my health and stuff. And you will do have both sides of the coin. I am more of like an opinionator of both sides of the coin, but you actually have a little bit more of like real book insight, you know? Right. But it is cool that you want to have, like, you do have so much knowledge that you know what you want, what you don't want. You can advocate for yourself, which a lot of people can't do.
Correct.
And I don't know. I told you I want to do a home birth, and I would like if you would be there to like do the delivery. Yes. Also, his like his cousin, she wants to do that full time. Like she wants to become a doula. So hopefully she gets to be training. My mom's in the back signaling at herself of a volunteer doula. Which, she would just be like, you need to push. And the girls are like, chill.
Water?
Yeah, she's just gonna be in there being her cancer self, which is very bossy,
her loving self.
Oh my god, there she. But I want to do a natural birth. I think I'd want to like be close to the hospital, like in a mile radius, like in an emergency distance, doable. But
I mean, there are a lot of things that go into play for each individual person to have a home birth.
Yeah, I know you have to. Of course, you have to fit the criteria.
Right. But if you fit the criteria,
were you comfortable and
correct.
the baby?
I mean, I have
everything.
seen it. I have seen 3 births. One of them got a little bit complicated, but again, the doula was there. We were all paying attention, helping the baby out, and everything was fine at the end.
Yeah.
So yes, things do happen, but it's very like small.
Yeah.
Piece that something should go wrong. So as long as everybody's prepared and everybody knows what to do, when we have certain equipment to make sure, you know, we get ready while we wait for the ambulance to arrive.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Yeah. Maybe you'll be
so
there.
I'll be there. I'll be there 100%.
My baby out.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That'll be so cute.
We'll make a podcast while you're giving birth.
My God, please. Hi, girls. Welcome back to
the world.
No, F that. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Always.
We have so much more to talk about, but we've been filming for a while. We had the family grounded in the rooms. It's family vacay. Everybody's grounded. Dad probably fell asleep by now. It's time to go and get back to playing Monopoly and other games. I love you. Thank you so much for coming on.
I love you, of course.
Being so smart.
Anytime.
Being so pregnant. Now you're extra fun and extra cool.
Of course.
And when you're not pregnant, it's not going to be about you anymore.
Of course. I know that. It's not about me anymore. You didn't even kiss me first when you saw me.
I know. She came.
She just went directly to my belly.
She said, hi. And there's not even much there.
Yeah. There's nothing there.
I know she's in there. And so I have to tell her hi first. Yeah. Of course. You are chopped liver now.
You're pretending it's a her. Well, we don't know yet.
We did the little ring with the ring. I don't know if you girls have seen that. You know when you put the little ring. We didn't have a string, so we did it with my hair, and so it's extra legit. Okay, we have super extra legit science to back this up.
Super,
super XY chromosomes.
Super.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
We'll be back with Coquita in 5 months.
Yay!
All right, bye, girls. Thank you. See you next Wednesday.